Have you heard of Meshuggah? Of course I've heard of Meshuggah. What are you talking about? I've met Meshuggah. I used to work as a photographer, and one of my like biggest clients is a musician who works with a lot of different Swedish bands. So through him, I've had this amazing opportunity to meet all these cool people in Sweden that make music and play in bands such as Fredrik Tordendal and from Meshuggah. So yeah, pretty sweet. So yes, I know of Meshuggah. One other fun fact about Meshuggah, by the way, I don't know why this clicked in my memory, but when I studied at uni, my handler, when I was doing my thesis, found out that I liked Meshuggah. And this guy is like, this professor, I think it was a professor, he was very analytical and he really loved Meshuggah. So I would get these like fucking pages of like him analyzing why he liked Meshuggah so much. And he would send this in like along with like notes on my thesis. So he like 2 or 3 sentences about like, you shouldn't write it this way because it can be interpreted as blah, blah, blah. And it would be interesting if you also included some reasoning behind your why you chose this method when you were analyzing this part. And so that's like a part of the mail. And then the rest of the email would just be like, by the way, I don't know if you listened to the recent Meshuggah album that came out. I really liked it, especially track blah, blah, blah. And then we just go on and on and on and on. And it's amazing. I love that so much. We would have these heated discussions whenever I was like in his office, go over our time and just talk about Meshuggah. Good times. Sabaton 2. I've met Sabaton, but I'm not a huge Sabaton fan. I'm gonna be honest here. What were your thesis topics? So my thesis topic was about my bachelor was on action design research, which is a like research method. So my thesis was about that being applied into like a use case. And our use case was we made a system that would analyze car accidents and it would create root tree analysis on them. So if you have like a car accident, then you take every time there's a car accident in Sweden and Europe, they collect a bunch of data surrounding the car accident. And so they take like stuff like if it was windy, was there raining, was there like, what was the surface like? What kind of cars were involved? What kind of people were involved? Were drugs involved? Like, you know, all that data. And what we essentially did, we took all that data, and they have like they have this analysis method where they create root cause analysis from that, and this software would take that and create that automatically for them and visualize it for them. And but our thesis was about applying action design research on that use case. So it was like a meta kind of situation. We were very ambitious. And I never finished my master's because I started doing game dev instead. So do Swedish schools do normal 4 year? No, so it's for 3 years. So if you do a bachelor, it's 3 years, and then you have 2 more if you want a master's, and then above that it's master's is 5 collectively. You don't do 3 years plus 5, and then you do doctorate, and that's 5 years or 7 years. I can't remember. So yes, I don't have a background in game dev. I have a background in computer science.